Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. I'm Gerald. We're going to continue on with our Higurashi Let's Play. Okay? We are reading through Onikakushi. And last time, I think we finished up chapter 1. And we unlocked some tips. So, we're going to go check out the tips real quick. And then we'll continue on with the story, okay? I think tips are just supposed to be like these background side material that the game has tucked in there, okay? Sweet. Forgive me for rubbing my eyes. I have just woken up, so here we go. So Rena, we're the same age? Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal, too. Hey now, it would be weird if we were the same age, but not the same zodiac animal. Yeah, that's true. It took me a minute to click. They're talking about the Chinese calendar. That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even though you're the same age. By the way, I forgot to mention, guys, my birthday was 2 days ago, which is why I'm kind of running behind on everything. I went camping all weekend, and I've just gotten back into the swing of work, and I'm trying to get this done in between work, so it's like, you know? That's funny. Huh? Oh, I see. Neo, you're pretty smart. What month were you born, by the way, Keiichi-kun? I'm July. So am I. Hey, so me and Rena were born around the same time, huh? Or I guess she'd be older, wouldn't she? Yeah, this is 1980s. Still. Rena smirked and popped up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday was a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Heh, don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month. Huh? Huh? Why? Why? Rena panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. Move my mouse off screen. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so much fun I could not help myself. Let me have a drink. So that means you were born in April, Kei-chan. Right on. Too bad, Rena. I'm already far older than Rena. Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as Mi-chan. Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Neon snickered through her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm one to talk. Heh. Now that you mention it, you're in a grade higher grade, right, Mia? What? What kind of logic is that? If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on. No, she's making perfect sense. Mi-chan, you're not making any sense to me. Just by seeing Rena's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what you meant by it, though. Then Satsuko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they? Whoa. Where is this conversation going? Keiichi-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think. You're not making any sense yourself, Rena. I'll just grab onto her head and scrub it up a bit. Okay. How? Stop it. Yamate, huh? I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why this school has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry services, after all. Rented from the forestry department. Okay. That's an interesting plot development. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I thought our school was strange for a while now. The schoolyard is gravel, and there are rooms that aren't for classes, and there's some kind of strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever before the war. It got dilapidated. Oh, that's always such a difficult word to say. They closed it down. It was probably a grand old schoolhouse. To be honest, though, that's kind of just laziness on the part of the village, isn't it? The village should have come together and built a new school, you know? Well, because that students would have to attend school in the city. That's pretty far, though, you know? Which school would that be? Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okonomiya train station? Turn at the hospital, head towards the pediatrics department. What? So far? I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rena's reaction. Well, that's why. The guys who didn't want to commute to the Give me a second here. Okinomiya rented out the building for the forestry services, and we are attending the pseudo school house here. Okay, gotcha. About half the children in Hinamazawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. That's not true, Mi-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, that's right. I totally agree with Rena on this one. Yes, that's right. Still, it's a little suspicious that the forestry department allowed this village to use this building as a school. I'm not gonna lie, okay? That's a little odd. Let's try our best. Gambaro. Okay, gambaro, that means fighting, or like let's all work together like a strong spirit. All of you try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Oh, so Mion said something along the lines of Ganbate. Ganbate, once again, same thing as Ganbaru. So. Not just us. Mion too. I mean, you too. You should be preparing for the exam, shouldn't you? Your future is bleak with grades like this. Her plan is to be a housewife, huh? Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off Kei-chan as he works forever. I should really read the line before I comment on it. Dude. But what do you mean by mooch off Kei-chan? What do you mean? Hey, you're being too loud. Be quiet during self-study. The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Satsuko saw it and chortled haughtily. I stuck out my tongue in response. It's just as Mion says. This school has nothing to do with higher education. But it makes up for that for having lots of valuable things that other schools don't. Cool, so that just kind of explained that. And the one little weird factoid we got out of this is that the school is run by the forestry department, which is a little bit odd. We don't have a uniform? Okay, we'll see. It's only June, but it's already so hot. I can hear the Higurashi outside chirping, me, me, and at night, there's these mosquitoes. It might as well be summer already. My only salvation was that the mornings were still cool. Summer, I do declare. Satsuko was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Yep. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a girl. Keiichi does seem cool with just a single button-up shirt. I am so jealous. From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand. Wearing jeans during this season and how steamy the crotch gets? What the hell, Keiichi? It gets steamy. Yeah, I believe her line right there was literally just hot. Am I right? I gotta click past it. This girl is gone imagining something indecent. Let's see. Yeah, she literally says hot. Oh, yeah. Okay. Rena's summer clothes have a nice, refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them. Haha, thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rena's. But Satsuko, John, your summer clothes are so cute. Being a one piece and all, I'd like to wear your summer clothes. Star. This is actually quite stuffy, you know? I do believe what you're wearing would feel so much cooler. But it'd be so much more fun with cute clothes. How? I had the feeling that Rina and Satsuko's base values were fundamentally different. If I stumble, I have a cold sore right now, so forgive me. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There are a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same. That's the city school's uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they are all wearing them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out your way to get them from somewhere? Why, yes, Mion supplied them. Yeah, it totally had nothing to do with the fact that the artist just wanted to draw different style uniforms for every single girl. Nope, nothing at all. Bichan's relative runs a second-hand clothing store. They can get school uniforms, school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then. That Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. Mion, that must be a strange second-hand clothing store, yeah. I can kind of see where this is going. I get that it's a second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. Yeah, it feels a little... What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. Are you sure? Are you sure, Keiji? Doesn't sound like that shop makes a lot of money. They probably have Mion pitch in and help so they can make a bit more. But Mion-san says, it'll be a big hit and become a great store. With such conviction. Yeah, it's that kind of shop. Okay. A second-hand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit? I don't get it. I wish I didn't get it. I wish I didn't get it. Unfortunately, I know exactly what this store is for. Oh, no. Okay. So, we read through the tips. Go doop, doop. Save. And we're going to continue. Okay? I don't know how far we'll get in today. I'll probably read for another 30 minutes. I took it a little easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Give me 1 second, guys. Good, we're still recording. Just had to make sure. And to top it off, that pesky mom of mine was pushing a return journey errand on me just as I was trying to leave the house. Today was the day Rina and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Hinamizawa, yeah. Rina and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. Kei-chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late? Keeping two girls waiting? Mi-chan, you just got here yourself. No need to translate that. She just laughed. Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? Miona answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rena really did make a picnic. Kei-chan, after you left, Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know? Can you take responsibility for this? Alright. I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility. Huh? Second in responsibility. For what? As we both turned around slowly to look at Rena, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rena we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess. Christ, that's heavy. When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I say 5. You're exaggerating. Keiichi-kun is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot. Okay? Let's go. Heave ho! Just from the way she was looking it up, I couldn't believe the only thing in there were lunch boxes. Correction. I saved 5 kilos too. I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad. Got it? The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself a bit hungrier. Come on, Keiichi, carry the bag. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. Oh, no, not now. Sorry. Trying to hold back a sneeze. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed in my time during the city. These were the boonies, after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It was a really nice place. Peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day. Good day. Oh, you would be Maibara-kun, I believe. My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passerby even knew my name. When did I become this famous? By the way, that villager has like a very distinctive voice line. We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. Haha, it's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means... So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume that it's that Maebara fellow who just moved here? Yeah, that's how it works out. It was a process of elimination you can only pull off in a place like this. But it was quite effective. From now on, I better make sure I maintain a good reputation. Yeah, it seems like they talk really quick. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I know them. The first person we met was Takizawa from the Makino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next, we've met the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. Wow, that's a hobby you would only see back in the day. Ah, okay. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Interesting. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography. So I'm guessing these hobbies will help us link people together. You know the names of everyone we passed by. And even their profiles. Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rena exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah. We're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? Ha ha ha. You're Geichi Maebara. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers. Didn't you? That's enough! That's enough! Trunks. Boxers. Enough of that. Apparently, there is absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Hinamizawa was not a place to be trifled with. This feels more like you guys are showing me off, rather than showing me around. That's right. We're parading around like this after all. It'll give everyone a chance to see for themselves. The Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. Oh, why? Is that like an insurance policy, or...? The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking. So the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujishima-san. Konnichiwa. Oh my, Bara-kun. How wonderful for you having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an empathetic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation to how energetic I was. Good. Wait, you just said that in English. As I looked back over to Rena and Mion, they gave me a wink. So now then, about time to have lunch, maybe? Maybe? Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that Mion and I were both trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man. I'll do what I can. But it's just too much. It's fine, Kei-chan. Leave it to this old man. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does now. I'd expect nothing less from the class representative. Rena, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Ah, yes. I agree. Good idea, I agree. Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Okay, where are we going? Oh, check out that graphic. Ah, the shrine, huh? Got to cross the Torii Gate. Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit over the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving a tidy feeling. This here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around. This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. So 5 days away? Okay. Ah, isn't it a bit early in the season for a festival? The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer. Now spread out the lunch boxes in there. Let's see what the background looks like for this. Okay. Such a gorgeous view. I totally understand how he was inspired for this. And of course, once again, the manga gamer sprite being the most... Yeah, I guess the manga gamer sprite is a little more accurate, isn't it, in this case? Because if you look here, Error has the same leg as the original. Spread out the lunch boxes, and there. Various colored lunch boxes were placed one after another on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey Mio, it'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know? Good afternoon. It was Rika-chan and Satsuko. Why are they here? Okay, so this is them in their normal outdoor clothes, huh? Let's see. That only updated her sprite. That is so weird that it doesn't do both. Neon grinned over at me. I see, this was her secret plan. The power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of all this? Now your sprite will update. Okay. God, the old art style. I should play through the game sometime in the future just with this, but we're going with the modern sprites. We just had to come since there was a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Rena. Want me to listen? I can see that much. Why have you laid out a tarp on our property? The temple is public grounds. It's not yours. Keiichi is right. This is everyone's property. Wow, Rika-chan's such a good girl. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Satsuko. Hold on 1 second. Where is my spot? No spot for you and nothing for you to eat. Don't worry, there's some for you too. Nai! I'll eat all of hers. None. I will not allow that. Rika! Here, chopsticks. Both Satsuko and I looked at the boxes, having it out with each other. Okay. Man, really, Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this. Have a plate, one for Mi-chan and Rika-chan too. Reno whipped up pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. If we don't hurry, it'll be all eaten up. That's right. Okay. Shall we commence this battle? Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone. Rena said as she opened up a thermos. Just then I realized this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. I will not allow you to have this hamburger. Or what is up with this? Herc, using your elbows against the rules, Satsuko. Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. It was a tough battle. Blocking her with full momentum and an elbow in the opening moves, Satsuko appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. Ah, the last meatball! Sa Satsuko Hojo has been bested. Nom. Satsuko and I amicably began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating all around her. Mion advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. This is how our meals usually go. I'd do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. Oh, foreshadowing the line, huh? The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Receiving the tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? It seems that, long ago, people ate in silence. It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? It's probably because the people back then were so busy eating they didn't have time to compliment the flavor. That's just you. But, you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That my effort was worth it, I mean. She blushed a little as she said that. It was delicious. With absolutely perfect timing, Rika-chan struck Rena directly with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. Ah. After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke raised from her head with an audible poof. How? Rika-chan, I'm gonna take you home. I mean... Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was really delicious. Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you could almost hear it. To reward Rika-chan for her praise, ta-da! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them towards Rika-chan. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. What is it, Satsuko? What's with that defiant look? Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Rena-san? Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think up with your weak vocab? Ho ho ho, well then. Allow me to show you. After Satsuko flashed Mion and me a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Okay. Hey. So Rena Oni-chan's lunch? Satsuko thought it was yummy too. Satsuko looked up at her proudly while talking cutesy. What? How's that praise? That's not persuasion by tears. That's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is a Rena limited special skill. She blushed and her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena. How? Of course I was asking for the impossible. Rena glomped Satsuko and began rubbing on her cheek against her. cute. Satsuko's so cute. Take you home. Help. Swish, stab, push. Satsuko was also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Mio and me again with that defiant gaze. It only took 5 seconds to take down Runa. That's unfair, to think she had such a trick. If it upsets you so much, why not reward Runa-san with some praise? Damn it! That was a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. Satsuko, you think you won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys so much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mio. What kind of trick is it? Kei-chan's gonna be the one who does it. What? Ho ho ho, why don't I have you show me then? The writhing of an old maid? What the hell are you talking about, Satsuko? The plan of attack she suggested was wicked. But it's the only thing we had to beat Satsuko. After sipping my tea, I started talking very naturally and very calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is all freshly made, right? No? Actually, most of it, almost all of it, was frozen stuff. Then which ones did you make fresh? Well... Well, it's embarrassing. Do I have to say it? Must I? From the synergy of boy plus homemade lunch, her expression had melted into euphoria. I already know. This one, right? Huh? Brenda turned even a deeper shade of red. The words, "I can't believe it," practically written on her face. How can you tell? How? That I made it. Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Look at that. Can be creepy as hell, Keiichi. Rina, face still completely red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Satsuko also blushed. Of course I did too. I would sure like to try one of Rina's handmade apple rabbits. Or something. Even if this was all competing against Satsuko, I feel like I crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then, at that moment, whoosh! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. Please eat some, Keiichi-kun. There's plenty for you. Work? Instantly, a dozen of the apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay, say, Keiichi-kun. Tee. My head was forcibly laid upon her lap. Even after more apples were shoved into my mouth, she was squealing. One apple after another was forced into my mouth. More and more apples. Ho what im hawks like we win. How about the apples, Satsuko? Looks like we win. Kei-chan, that was a beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Satsuko? This is our complete victory, isn't it? I can't believe it. Such trickery. It doesn't bother me at all. Satsuko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it! We claimed victory as my consciousness slowly drifted away from me. At that time, Rena stopped her squealing and suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not eating it? Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Maybe? Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled a toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed at a loss to what to do. Poor Mr. Rabbit, I feel sorry for him. I want to save him. Pee! That was the sound of blood spurting from Rena's nose. Tonight I will take you home. She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Then coming back to her senses, she took all the apples around me, gathered them up with put, and fixed them back upon a plate. Now they're all just fine, Kay? I'll give them to you, Rika-chan, Kay? Kay? Rika-chan raised up Satsuko's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbit shoved to her. She whispered, "This is our victory." What? What? A comeback? I just don't care anymore. Thus, my sacrifice ended up being in vain. And that is the end of this part. Okay. Is that the end of the chapter? Or just the end of this section? Nope. That was the end of this section, but I am going to wrap it up there today. So we are going to save here. And we will continue on next time. So I want to thank all of you guys for watching on the workshop in. And take care, okay? Hey, later.